All right, let's get right into it. Today, we are going to sharpen your single greatest asset as a trader, your mind. We're going to break down a really powerful daily framework that gives you that mental clarity and control before the market even opens.
So, let's just jump right in with a big question, right? What is it that really, truly separates the consistently profitable traders from, well, everyone else who's kind of struggling to find that breakthrough? Just think about that for a second.
And look, the answer, it's not some secret indicator or a complicated algorithm you have to buy. The ultimate edge is and always will be internal. It's all about having a disciplined, a resilient, and frankly, a professional mindset that can handle all the pressure the market throws at you. Okay, so if that's the goal, how do we actually build that? Well, today we are unpacking a simple but really profound framework to do exactly that. We're talking about the daily clarity and control mantra, a routine designed to program your mind for peak performance before you even think about placing a trade.
First things first, we have to lay the foundation. And you might be surprised, this starts not with the mind, but with the body. To get any control over our thoughts, we first have to calm our nervous system down, and we do that with simple, intentional breathing.
And it's so simple. You just start with a deep inhale. At the very top, you just hold it for a second, feel your mind sharpen up. Then a slow, controlled exhale, letting go of any tension. And just like that, you've arrived, you are present, you are focused, and you're ready for whatever comes next.
All right, now that we've got that foundation of calm, we can start to build on it. Now we move to the 4 pillars of the mantra. Think of these as 4 core affirmations that are designed to program your professional trading identity, piece by piece.
So pillar number 1 is all about identity. Say this with me, even if it's just in your head. I am a calm, confident futures trader. My decisions are precise, my mindset is disciplined, and my results reflect mastery. Now, this isn't just some wishful thinking, It's a declaration. It's the standard you're going to hold yourself to from now on. So why are we starting here with identity? Well, think about it. Your actions will almost always try to line up with how you see yourself. So, by consciously defining yourself as a disciplined professional first, you're creating a mental blueprint that makes following your plan the default setting, not the exception.
Okay, let's get to the second pillar. This one is huge. It targets emotional regulation. I remain composed in volatility and focused in uncertainty. My emotions serve my strategy, and I thrive under pressure. This is all about you taking control of your internal state when the market is going crazy.
And this right here, this shows you the massive shift we're talking about. A reactive mindset gets tossed around by fear and greed, right? It clouds every single decision. But a mastery mindset, which is what this affirmation helps build, is guided by strategy. It uses emotion as data, sure, but it never lets it get in the driver's seat.
And that brings us to pillar number 3, which is all about the moment of truth, execution. I execute with clarity and control. I trust my edge, follow my plan, and adapt with ease. This statement is laser-focused on overcoming that hesitation and self-doubt that can just destroy a perfectly good plan. You know that gap between knowing exactly what you're supposed to do and then actually doing it? This pillar is designed to close that gap. By reinforcing trust in your system before the pressure is on, you short-circuit that analysis paralysis that hits you in the heat of the moment. It lets you act decisively. And now for the final pillar. This is the one that's going to keep you in the game for the long haul, the growth mindset. Every trade teaches me. I release attachment, retain insight, and evolve with every experience. This completely reframes the entire reason you're even taking a trade. So why is this so critical? I mean, really, why? Because when your ego is all tangled up with whether a trade wins or loses, a losing trade feels like a personal failure. And that just leads to bad decisions, like revenge trading. But by framing every single trade as a source of data, as a lesson, you neutralize that emotional sting, and you turn every experience in the market into fuel for your growth.
Okay, so let's recap. You've centered yourself with your breath. You've programmed your mindset with those 4 pillars. Now, it's time for the final step that really locks it all in, and that's visualization. This is where you mentally rehearse what success looks and feels like.
And again, this is super simple but unbelievably powerful. I want you to just close your eyes for, say, 10 seconds. Visualize your ideal trade setup appearing on the chart. See your edge with absolute clarity. And this is the most important part. Feel the sensation of calm, confident execution. You're literally pre-paving the neural pathways for the actions you want to take.
And I really want to be clear about this. This whole thing, it's not just some feel-good ritual you do once in a while. This is your pre-game routine. It is the daily habit of a professional athlete warming up their mind before they ever step onto the field.
So you're probably thinking, okay, this is great, but how do I make it stick? How does it become automatic? Well, you do it by creating a full feedback loop. The mantra before your session sets the intention. A quick breath during the day resets your nervous system. And then reflecting on it after you're done trading, that reinforces the lessons, making you mentally stronger for the next day.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question. You spend hours and hours perfecting your charts, your strategy, your trading plan. That part is ready. But is your mind? Because that right there is where the real battle is won.